Then, forever together.
For a Friday Night SmackDown setting us on a course for WWE history. It's Destination Vegas. Allegiant matches including one newly minted battle. Since the Mania match was just announced in the last 24 hours with McIntyre, after weeks of destructive attacks, it is time from his dismissive reaction to the debut of Rey Fenix is back for more. The luchador extraordinaire bringing his feuded WWE champion, Cody Rhodes. Johnson. And taking this scene here in Seattle for the 10th ever SmackDown to be held in Seattle. It's that time of the year, the final SmackDown before Vegas.
We are in the year, and this place is buzzing.
Hey, let's waste no time and get right to reaction by Randy.
How serious it was. Thankfully, this week we managed to figure it out, and now you guys again.
WrestleMania 41 opponent who great
to have a match for WrestleMania.
This came in the form of an RKO.
And with
well, ladies and gentlemen, a number of memorable moments, a number of viral moments. I wonder if you can guess which one that is. To maintain my professionalism, I'd like to take this opportunity to invite Randy Orton.
You know, since Elimination Chamber, Randy's return from it with far more clarity and far more danger.
Switch those out for the Viper and the GM, because the whole action of GM Nick Aldis, who stood there slack-jawed. As Randy Orton must be missing out on WrestleMania 41. KO has sued the Apex Predator whatsoever.
I can tell by the look in your eye. Now hear me out. Time in your future, after last, you pay double on that fine in case something like last week would happen even. To you, Nick, is because of the fact that there is not a match. Nick, I need this to happen. I need you to do your job. You're all warmed up, ready to go. I will have my gear on, and I need you up too.
You think this is about 100 grand? Randy, look around you. And I busted my ass for 20 years to make it to this company.
You need my respect. Funny enough, Nick, you truly, next week at WrestleMania 41, then I can't gonna do if I don't get my match.
To get out of the ring. Oh, I'm not going to WrestleMania. Oh, I don't have a match. You know why? Because you're in the past. Same boat as you. In the past, walking out as the new United States, sitting at home all alone.
I'm gonna be both of you, I'm talking to you too, yeah, Tama, to come out here about some business to do with WrestleMania 41. Why they've been knocking. I've got all this pent-up aggression. What the hell's up of it?
This is 2-on-1.
Solo as Tonga
did his best to beat these guys to the punch, but quite frankly, that star. Well, this is an equalizer and a half.
Jacob Fatu, and now coming to the aid of driving right hand after right hand.
Just two.
And they clear him out. LA Knight and Randy Orton.
And again, it's the same damn thing with you guys. But I tell you watching, because what I just did is I took my name out of your mouth. No, you didn't get enough.
Not at all.
If you got enough tingle in your loins, a little later tonight, it's you two. How do you feel about that? You good with that?
I feel pretty good about that.
Which means y'all gonna fall to the...
Wade, you got a little tingle in your loins for the fight for the U.S. champ.
The main event, yeah!
That is good. And Tama Tonga later tonight when we come back. One of the very fine team championship. It's up for grabs. We got a gauntlet with 6 teams to get for Randy Orton, the megastar, LA Knight. They're going to be facing. Now they have come ringside to take their seats and watch the action. Lyra battling each other for the Intercontinental Championship to make their way through 5 straight matches.
The following contest is the WWE Women introducing first the team of Bayley.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Joe, these two were head-to-head post-match, initially refusing to shake hands, have never tagged together before, and as Liv Morgan was just screaming
Tonight.
The team of Shayna Baszler
And Zoe, these two haven't competed for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. Consider with a gauntlet match. First off, being
your first match, you stay in the ring, a fresh team comes out until the... Now the key part of that is the luck of the draw. You've got to help the short straw here, and they're going to have to run the entire table.
Now we will open up this #1 contenders tag team on that left arm of Bayley as she looked to stomp down, and Bayley's smart to get out.
First aspect of these is success just leads to exhaustion. In my case was Kofi Kingston. He beat me in about 15 seconds. You can go on a streak and finish opponents as quickly to victory.
So we start taking advantage, and her reaction afterwards when Lyra put out congratulations. Yeah. Acknowledging Lyra as the champ, and now
born winner, and you lose a championship match, especially for like the reaction from Bayley. She should be upset about that.
And now here's one of the
He likes the thought of competing against one of these two teams at WrestleMania.
And Zoe off the blind tag was straight into the cover.
And now Baszler's back in with perhaps the damage already done. Horrible landing on the back of Lyra Valkyria's head.
Was it ever? It comes in from Bayley right at the last second wave.
Talked on the other for several months now, training together. And that can...
But look at this incredible counter jackknife. And with that, Bayley and Lyra. And now right away, Natalya.
Nobody in their right mind would live in
5 straight matches in this gauntlet match to determine the #1 championships. As Natalya in the ring right now with Lyra Valkyria. And right now, this interesting team of Natalya and Maxine that was partially quelled by Adam Pearce, who says, hey, it's WrestleMania season, Wade. Let's crossbody by Maxine to advance. And the kick out by Bayley.
You've kind of got to earn those colors in this game. It's not a fashion.
Media and check out Natty's reaction to that and worked up the matching outfits. And now she comes ramming into that corner. Well, she is energized.
Well, we're all impressed now, Joe Tess.
And doubles it up.
And over-rotated her opponent, Bayley.
What a sharpshooter here. Oh, inside cradle. And that's
eliminated.
Natty saying, what were you thinking? Why?
It's Maxine Dupree.
Great to have
that she can chew, but this match on the now pre-exhausted Bayley, who has already had to win 2.
Advantage of something you talked about right from the get-go of how difficult it is.
And the smartest thing Carter and Chance can do here is prevent
teamwork, but the knees get up. Oh, the elbow comes dropping in. Caden Carter and Katana Chance. They're coming off a spirited loss.
Chance here desperate to get back to the Golden. Who isn't desperate to get to... And this has been 100 miles an hour stuff from Carter and...
The kickstand connects! Could this get them closer to a title shot?
So it's a good job. Valkyria did indeed kick out. That's escaping the circus.
Count of 2 that time. Nightwing!
Been eliminated.
This is now an impressively
For Bayley and Lyra. Up next, Michin.
crowd here in Seattle for Friday Night SmackDown, 8 days away from Women's Tag Team Championship, #1 contenders gauntlet. Now, Wade, as you said, the erosion, the conditioning, everything
On, but has looked like a shot mannequin for the past couple of minutes.
Bayley's got fresh legs. Bayley's energy.
Bayley has taken a lot of abuse herself in this match and immediately back on the under.
But that left shoulder gets up.
Michin being an absolute menace in the tear each other to shreds in pursuit of an opportunity.
Action, but they're looking pretty good, being synchronized and working together.
Fab, who has been demanding opportunities of late, realized she's been. Now is the time for B-Fab to grab some glory here.
Wow!
B-Fab
As they see this run that Bayley and Lyra.
Flank by
Chelsea
the
Green
United,
sends them out, Wade.
United States career.
This is it. The 5th and final match. And consider for Lyra Valkyria, who's the Intercontinental Champ, next week at WrestleMania.
Well, not only that, imagine the secret Hervey States Championship.
The team that serves and protects.
Well, they have been selfless in their defense of the United States. Completely done and dusted Bayley. And Valkyria
Came up with that miracle rose plant moments ago, but now.
And that was a sloppy pin there from Niven, who didn't hook the
Run that we've been watching here in Seattle by Lyra Valkyria and Bear. The secret Hervis, who are looking to win. Look at, they salute to WrestleMania next week in Vegas to take on Liv Morgan.
And Piper Niven have been tag champs here in WWE.
And just taunting Lyra Valkyria.
Oh, Bayley, until you've got those shoulders pinned for the 3, do not.
Liv and Raquel after that by Bayley. They've had 4 straight wins. Crossbody on the Intercontinental Champion.
Well, Valkyria look
Taking control against Piper Niven.
Exhaustion. That was a perfect example of mental exhaustion. Never attempt against a powerhouse like Niven, and it's backfire.
Introduced. They have been 25 minutes.
Chance. Mistake number 2 from Val. No!
Where is Lyra?
He covered. This might be the killer blow.
Flying elbow.
The moody, the magnificent Piper Niven is, but it simply wasn't enough to book their ticket for WrestleMania.
Against each other in what was shaping up to be an absolute.
Well, we're not getting a happy ending this evening because things just changed.
Up. Oh. Secret Piper on top of Alba.
Well,
and that broke up the cover.
Bayley with Kyria with enough in the tank to bust up that pin. Secret Hervis, and that was a 3 count, but right on them. And it really is up for grabs now.
And now Piper delivers that headbutt. And to think how far in
from Valkyria and Bayley, but getting to a slugfest with Valkyria has perhaps eliminated Piper Niven.
Bring that big forearm. And now and a little help from her friend. Alba fire, hooks the leg, and somehow Bayley. There is the tag. As she leg drop. Could it be? Wire.
The team of Bayley and the WWE.
We just witnessed Rose Plant from Bayley in the Valkyria, and we started the night with Liv Morgan saying Bayley and Valkyria are heading to WrestleMania.
And Wade, what's your earliest read on that WrestleMania matchup?
Can't imagine how Bayley and Lyra Valkyria feel, but there was
in Vegas. We want to acknowledge that there is a viral video that's most established competitive cultures. There's an on this ring. That line was definitely crossed. Therefore, earlier today being asked to go home for the rest of the week. Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre.
Rest in peace, jackass.
Official this week. It is happening.
Street fight. I love it.
great crowd at Climate Pledge Arena. This is the 44th WrestleMania. Stone Cold Steve Austin's retirement match against the...
This Hungry for Mania moment is presented.
Ladies and gentlemen, please.
Ago right now became the heavyweight world champion, and now that night in Philadelphia.
Priest of late has been both.
Priest wastes no time as Drew McIntyre and attacks Priest. This has been week after week, Wade. He says
zero contact, but that was hopeful at best. Priest has been absolutely mocked by Drew McIntyre.
Damian Priest suffers what is a brutal beatdown. Look, he is
powerful Scotsman who is brimming with rage behind time and again.
It doesn't matter where he has turned. A year ago, and now Drew McIntyre with the attack.
Are we? Society only moves as fast as McIntyre only tells the truth, and every that parasite has benefited every time I face to face because I've got one eye. I've got one eye, you know what? I still accept it because that's a kind. This match is a year in the making. Nobody forgets you because I'm going to give you the beating of a lifetime at WrestleMania. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Cleared, which means at WrestleMania, Priest, you're 100%.
Is coming back out.
Yeah, this ain't time for this. Is ruling the mind of Damian Priest coming completely. And where is Priest getting this from?
Look at Priest in 8 days, but they're bringing it right now.
Well, this is a McIntyre ruining that attack.
Now,
go to the
man, right to the eyes. In his eyes, says he's cleared.
Oh, watch out, watch out.
Steel steps in here.
With an opponent as dangerous as these two, it would be... Cannot be taken. No. Oh my God, what are you pulling up here?
On top of the steel, somebody's got to stop him! Oh no! He just ripped his beloved neck.
He's on. Thanks to that future shot DDT on the...
What we're going to see in Vegas between Priest and...
Exposed turnbuckle goes back into the left. We were screwed last week, and no... They act like we're puppets, and they control all the strings. Keep us away from the tag team titles. That's what's happening.
Absolutely. Yeah. Wait for it. Out of your mind.
Look at this turnbuckle. Circle it, circle it, circle it. His head goes back and to the left.
Desperation is not a good look on you two. Look, it's the desperation. It's...
I'm sad,
guys. Did I hear the word on next week? Because we get our shot at SmackDown against the WWE.
So no conspiracy. This is...
Action-packed showdown.
The following an angel representing Legado del Berto.
Wait, Berto opened his mouth a week.
Now you got to back those words of the Emperor of Lucha Libre, San Fantasma, have been getting of late. Now is the time to change that.
Wait, and look at this class.
Oh, the full class of 2025. I love with this insane world. Congrats to the entire Hall.
Master.com for both SmackDown and the Hall of Fame.
Show you. Come on.
And by WWE 2K25, WrestleMania U, the unique opportunity to rewrite the Bloodline family history in 2K.
And his opponent from Captain Ray Phoenix!
for a WWE career than Rey Fénix, who he showed us last week with that
huge hype building for this luchador's debut. He's done the same thing over on Raw over these past couple of months, so they expect me the undoing of some superstars, but Fénix just debuting, become appointment viewing here on SmackDown.
One-on-one long ago in Mexico, regardless of promotion, and quick into it is Rey Fénix.
Oh, that was nice. After, of course, Santos Escobar had said great things, even though he's not a part of Legado del Fantasma and that greed-eyed
statement by Santos Escobar, the impact it can have on somebody like Berto.
Legado del Fantasma of, like, as he puts it, he wants them back. For Berto can turn around in a hurry tonight if he pulls off what would here on SmackDown last week.
As Berto's been neutralizing Rey Fénix early on here.
Well, that'll do it for Berto, who has got a massive upper hand already in this.
Said last week, perhaps.
Nobody.
Climate Pledge Arena. Of course, next week it'll be SmackDown. In SmackDown, you're going to see the majority of the roster. And look at this.
Minute beating from Berto, and just when you started to write.
Berto was in complete control. And now Rey Fénix against Berto.
Yeah, this was new questions being asked of Rey Fénix. Flush to the jaw.
The breathtaking air on the back of Berto, constantly springboarding off of the top.
Guard yourself against who knows what is coming next.
And when for flight.
Once again, look at the body control. Looks like defeat here.
Into the cover for Fénix and Berto.
Dame performances is that gritty durability he's really shown.
Looking to take advantage.
Yeah, he's got some tricks.
For the win! And Fénix.
Well, can still kick out. That's pretty damn impressive. But
power of Berto. Sit out
of him here, and that frustration now is on the face of Berto, who thought
action in the midst of our night in Seattle, and still to come Randy Orton in LA.
This is exactly what Santos Escobar wanted. Get back to Insta. But Rey Fénix has got other ideas. Oh my God!
Does he ever out of position, gets up to the top rope and delivers.
Berto was done there. How the hell do you pull this out?
Look at the height.
Oh my God.
I don't think. Berto now.
We saw about 4 reversals in a row there. From him once again, Rey Fénix is equal to it. Refuse
to survive. The celebrated luchador. Up!
Well, a moonsault attempt. It just took the perfect timing to get those boots up. And Berto's done it.
Oh. And again showing you what he's capable of. MMB Mexican Muscle.
How can rises week by week, and this is another good play of meat by this, the Mexican Muscle Buster.
As Santos Escobar comes in to check on Berto. That Santos has for Rey Fénix.
Man of class and style. But ultimately
comes out to shake his hand. But this fence, and you want it in dynamic form. This is how you get
back-to-back jaw-dropping performances from the newest phase tonight, the prodigy, Roxanne Perez.
To be the last person talking about me. You know, the way that I see it is, you react. I saw through you, and I'm so glad you finally showed your true colors. Watch really? Charlotte rip your Barbie head off, but I'm not going to pass up an opportunity when I...
Okay. It's been a day.
Look back. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and of course the CM Punk.
These young stars She is the Women's United States.
We pledge allegiance to Chelsea.
No. Paired announce booth. There's objective broadcasting, but no play.
I will say, in my opinion, it is richly deserved.
She's been happens
when you're disrespectful to our United States champion Chelsea group.
Remember, they were in that brutal match. Oh, and here's Vega with the roll-up.
Zelina Vega over the past several weeks, who has been demanding a champion. Zelina Vega several times. That may not be an issue tonight, but just an incredibly astute competitor.
He called for the bell.
Here's your winner by
Joe Tess's fault.
She was complaining that her secret Hervis.
Joe Tess distracted.
Not at all. It was Chelsea's
championship opportunity now. Thanks, Joe Tess.
Angel, I can't say this enough. That is the kind. Beat him. He's a flash in the pan. And what were your words? Oh yeah, disappointed in you, Angel.
Well, still to come tonight. A week before Tiffany.
Not only that, because after a major confrontation at the top of SmackDown, fight by Randy Orton and the megastar L.A.
Berto, good match. He's a great wrestler. But you are a great wrestler.
Look what's up next. WWE Champion, the American Nightmare. The one.
And Naomi, you're trying to stay relevant. And so much star power, so much aura, so much rookie anymore. I'm your biggest threat.
Decorations of greatness, the straps of leather, precious metals, fixtures.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Cody Rhodes!
To all of us, Wade, but mean even more to the man.
Rhodes and WWE fans, some of us older guys have been Woes championships, and that is in large part the reason why we are so... because it's a moment in time, a piece of history. Championship, the one that John Cena claims.
In Vegas, 7 days away from a loaded stars and then the Hall of Fame ceremony that follows too. And then, of course, this guy in the spotlight against...
You guys have gotten me all flustered. Thank you very much. Of realized potential. It's the denotation in the world. It's mighty weight, but it won't always be me. Right to keep this at home. It's about prospects. Maybe there's a young man in Seattle tonight that wants... And then there is what... John Cena. He is a cowardice on my part to rebuttal John's remarks. Tattoo. He said me having this tattoo. So what? It's not because I think I'm somebody. It's because I want to be the world's most famous arena 188 times to the rhythmic WWE's phenom. Is that somebody who can set the... times and bad for 10 years. John Cena looks at this and considers it a to find himself. Does that sound familiar? John, you're the WWE champion and you are not. John is always teaching. A lesson I saw my old man struggle with as a career babyface. Love somebody else. CM Punk, Randy Orton, Jey Uso, Rhea, we make each other better. To want this task, that I have to halt history with your word. He said he was leaving, he means it. He says he means to take this with him, that I told Roman. I do my best work when I'm back to New York. Ring, John, to have your moment. Your moment. Tell John, your time is up. My time is now, but John, you've known. But until then, this is timeless. And with us.
Bruno's belt, even pausing at the spinner belts. Championship match. As he says, I have to be here in the first place. That to its core.
Way more than just a rousing speech from Cody Rhodes. Future of this industry against an opponent who wants to take the...
Let's talk about the future that happens next week on SmackDown. SmackDown in Vegas, and tickets are still on sale. And from tonight, let's tell you what you're in store for.
Yeah, because as we just heard from a man who has torched his own legacy regardless, John...
WrestleMania weekend, the annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
As we saw a few moments ago, Zelina Vega pulled an entire green regime in 6-woman tag next week.
Up with this, will you look at this? The WWE Tag Team Motor City Machine Guns. That is next Friday.
The WWE Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits. Did you defend your titles against the Motor City Machine Guns?
But last week we saw a video on them talking about how they don't care about the gold. They don't care that you don't have. You know what else they don't have, Byron?
We run this division.
Hold on, run this division? You want to talk about a real Road Warrior? Let's talk about The Miz.
Let me cook. As talented as you two may be, the mere fact that those titles are team champion. So it's time to put you two on notice. Revive the We are Mellow, don't Miz. And we are all.
The day for Tiffany Stratton.
Introducing first from Prior Lake, Tiffany Stratton!
Challenge that was put forth against Roxanne Perez. That's next.
Monday on the final Raw before WrestleMania.
Undertaker One Dead Man show at the state-of-the-art Blue Live Theater at the Fountain Blue Hotel. Words on the shelf now, and now a show of skill is needed against with Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, Jey Uso, and more in Clash of Clans.
Laredo, Texas, Roxanne!
Tiffany Stratton since the 2024 Royal Rumble. Tiffany nearly earned a chance to face Tiffany at WrestleMania. She had that record.
Yeah, but Roxanne has certainly been vocal in putting her name forward to their lack of professionalism. I think we know who I may be talking about.
Video from earlier today and the discipline that was put. But we've got a good one right in front of us here with Roxanne Perez. And
champion, yes, she is currently an NXT superstar. However, has been on SmackDown as we saw in the Elimination Chamber.
There's no doubt. See the Matrix type of Perez.
Yeah, there's no fear whatsoever in Perez too. She'll stand up to anyone together in NXT. So don't expect Rock.
And delivers one of her own.
And this is Tibu Me.
Snapping. You can see stomping down on that left leg. General press and the hook of the leg and a 2 count.
Now I'll tell you right, WWE Women's Champ.
Roxanne Perez trying to.
Ooh.
A rising star showing some.
Yeah,
and stomping down on that left.
Check-in time is 3.
It's 2:55.
It is Tiffy time.
Well, nice. Just when it looked like Roxanne Perez. Tiffany Stratton showing us all what injuries and damage sustained thus far and get back on the attack.
Performance in the Royal Rumble earlier this year in Indy. The Perez, look at Stratton. And Perez survives.
In NXT, she did attempt that there with Tiffany Stratton. Stratton with
Tiffany is going to come in with that hip attack against the rope.
Perez, who can dig a lot deeper than most, which explains
the way she wants it. Perez! Oh, the knees got up!
who has pretty much just done the same back to Tiffany Stratton.
She was
second rope there. Tiffany Stratton's in big trouble.
And now Rock
talking some smack to boot.
Going, but instead, cartwheel, Alabama slam his line. As they duel with supreme skill here in Seattle.
The neck and face of our champ, Tiffany Stratton, who look...
Interlocking those hands and pulling back desperately, and now utilizing her. And now, Tiffy Timon.
Here is your winner.
Wait a second.
What in the world?
Oh no, it's gone off the rail.
Their actions earlier.
Well, we know there was a ton of bad blood last week. Guess
getting worse by the week and coming over the top of our announce desk.
You're gonna get yourself fired.
In the midst of it, trying to control things, and world champion who is absolutely enraged. Flair, and keep them separated from a foiled up and over beyond. Flair and Strike. The official hotel of WrestleMania 41 is going to host the home day, and NXT is going to be there on April 22nd. You can get tickets.
Oh my God, such a great crew going to be there, of course. He goes on and on, the absolute best of the best. Can't wait.
Can't even imagine the emotion for some of those special moments. And then come next week, three men with that woven history meetings. It's been brawls, contracts, and chaos. And then
I'm gonna force you, my tribal chief, out of your Your wise man, my best friend.
Wise man.
Roman Reigns, I am gonna whip Mania! Unenviable position, the easiest solution for all of us. Let me and Punk and Roman battle it out at Village to remove you.
Put your damn hands on me!
Punk here.
the matches for Saturday and Sunday at WrestleMania.
Yeah, well, this Heyman in Punk's corner. That's your main event on Saturday. That World Tag Team Championship will be on the line. Gonna be. And then Rey Mysterio, the legendary Hall of WrestleMania Saturday. The United States Championship is on the... We just saw WWE Women's Champion Tala Flair. Can't wait for that one. And then, well, he goes head-to-head with the ring general, Gunther.
Just went through the gauntlet. WWE Women's Tag Team Champion to be a Sin City street fight between Damian Priest, the Intercontinental Championship. Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Io Sky, and you can hear from Cody Rhodes, who says he must halt history, so he goes officially your Saturday and Sunday cards.
Tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. 90 pounds, the Viper!
Return lately for the Viper, and coming up next, Solo. We're 8 days away, and what a strong night we've had here. Bayley and Locke at WrestleMania. Rey Fenix won his second match, the prettiest result ever for a victory against Roxanne Perez. Hard to think about a WrestleMania without him.
Team partner from Los Angeles, California, and
Fatu next week. Fatu, of course, winning the last man standing
place on WrestleMania Saturday. Of course, we're going to need all of that energy and more at WrestleMania.
The combined weight of 470 pounds.
Of course, we see a lot of Solo Sikoa week after week, but this was a six-man tag team. LA Knight was on the other side, the winning side.
Without Jacob Fatu in tow, there have been 10 looking to get back on track. He spoke the right words earlier. A chunk out of LA Knight this evening, and Fatu, I'm sure.
Tonga was quick to attack.
And that's really been the least hyped member of that trio, and that is unfair.
He is quick, he is explosive, he has a good offensive arsenal.
This is Randy Orton stepping in the ring.
Now Solo Sikoa's got Andy was addressing things with Nick Aldis, and oh, that scoop snap power.
Seen at WrestleMania before the Vipers' plans got derailed. In double quick time.
I mean, he has come out exploding. Oh, but instead of an RKO, we got a Samoan drop. Good stuff here in Seattle.
Nobody in their right mind.
It's the last SmackDown on our road to WrestleMania before Tama Tonga getting the best of them. Remember how the night started, Wade, when Ross to take part. Of course, the injury to Kevin Owens altered those plans, and then Solo Championship. LA Knight heard his name. LA Knight said, let's go. And
many words, but certainly highly eloquent with those fists.
LA Knight, 8 days away in the midst of the deep waters of tag team action here in
the arms of Solo Sikoa called around your neck. But we got her. The man who's defined an entire era in the place is going to come unglued. The man's got those loins.
How about it against Solo?
A little sixth sense there is what the people want.
And coming in and making the save, his Solo.
Right to the thorax of the megastar.
Big upper out. RKO.
As Solo Sikoa, those two look like they're done.
Been going on, and they're fighting right through the crowd.
This match.
And Tama Tonga, they remain in the midst of this tag team. Knight wins it.
And your United States champion,
Jacob Fatu. Attack on the guy he's going to meet up with in
now is your chance to feast Jacob Fatu.
The hip attack from Fatu. Champion, who just picked up his belt to celebrate.
But he is coming to save the megastar because Randy Orton, his tag partner,
picks up the belt, throws it down. He wants more. Next weekend in Vegas, it's the moment of truth for unrelenting destructive force. Fatu, Case of the Immortals in Vegas. We'll see you there.